Evil Squid Comics podcast. We are part of the Collector's Maze Network.
Don.
Scott.
Andrew. Where Monsters Lie by Kyle Starks and Piotr Kowalski.
Piotr.
Yeah, those guys. So this is the sequel to... Oh, this is Where Monsters Lie Cul-de-sac. The sequel to Where Monsters Lie. So it's like the second one. It kind of feels like they're going to have a third. Is that kind of the feeling that you guys got? Like one more?
By the end, I thought that there was going to be...
I think there was just going to be an ongoing...
Really? I feel like they can wrap it up in one more.
Well,
I think he could.
But they could just keep going.
But I would agree. I think he can keep pulling more crap.
Well, maybe, but it kind of feels like it's moving towards an end game. But anyway, who wants to summarize it?
You talked a bunch?
Yeah, I talked about it. I said the name of the person. And
oh, you did the intro.
who did it. I did the intro, yeah.
Nice.
So somebody give us a synopsis.
Does anybody remember, like, the last...
So, in general,
similar.
you have a, what would you call it, suburbia type of a place in America in which there is a bunch of serial killer, monster, horror types that all live in this suburb.
It's like a little suburb village.
That's
almost,
right.
yeah.
And so they kind of keep things out. You don't kill where you live.
Sure.
So, but the idea is that they are the monsters from your monster movies, your Jason types, your Michael
mostly
Myers,
serial killer.
a
type.
lot of
But
serial killer
some
types.
monsters too.
You got a little bit though of like some witchcraft in there,
absolutely.
And I think they even make a passing notion to like vampires and other things like that.
100%.
So but they all live there in this happily harmony, and then they go out into wherever they need to go and do their killings, and they come back. Well, there is a particular FBI agent who learns about this, and his family was killed by some of these serial killers.
Yeah.
So he has this vendetta, revenge thing going on. He's trained himself all his life to take on these ones. And so in the first chapter, he goes and he pretty much
wipes out
a big chunk of that, one of those suburbs. And a bunch of them die, but the ones that live end up, going to move somewhere else. But unfortunately, things didn't all pan out, and it turns out the mother of his child, I guess girlfriend, whatever.
She's
wife,
pregnant.
Is she? Yeah, that's right. So she isn't. Yeah, so she's pregnant with his child, but she hasn't had it yet. But she is part of this whole killing society.
Yeah.
And they kind of got him then captured because they're threatening, to take her out, hurt her, and so he's got to fall in line and become one of this society since he showed such a good job of murdering them in the first one. So that's where you start off in the second one, is now they've moved to yet a different suburb, a cul-de-sac, in which there is a guy who's like a mad scientist who kind of rules this one, and he's got like the family meeting going on and trying to tell everybody what needs to happen, and we got to keep this guy under wraps, the new FBI agent, the turncoat, and by the way, we got to make room for these other people. And meanwhile, Miss Witch, who ruled the roost of the last one, shows up and goes, yeah, no, we're not going to do all that.
It's like a power struggle.
There is a little bit of a power struggle.
I like that part.
Yeah,
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, there is some.
So yeah, it's almost.
There.
He claims it's comedy horror, and there is a little bit of comedy, but I felt like it's more action horror.
It's definitely a lot of action horror.
But there's a little bit of snarkiness.
He tries to do some of it, especially with the one guy who had like the weird hat and kind of wrinkly, whatever he was saying. But for me, I think a lot of those jokes fell a little flat. But overall, you're right. He does do it as horror comedy. But I don't think that this one was maybe the first one was a little bit funnier.
I didn't think the first one was funny at all. I thought it was even more dark.
I was thinking that it had some funny parts. This one's got its parts, especially with what the hell is it? The black kid and Fuckmiser or whatever.
Oh yeah, that guy's pretty funny.
Those are kind of funny, humorous going through, and the dog, but the gist of this one is that our FBI agent or whatever he is isn't going to total lie, and so you kind of find out what happens now in the cul-de-sac suburb and how things follow through with that. But there's a lot more killing that happens. There's
super violent.
Yeah, super violent.
This one might be more violent than this one.
Probably so.
But I'm not sure.
And there is a certain humor with the way certain things are taken out.
The demon dog's pretty. I like the demon dog. The big
don't
giant
remember.
dog.
Oh yeah.
It moves fast, you know. It
Oh,
reads
yeah.
fast.
Super.
What'd you think of the Dream Weaver or whatever the?
That's probably my least favorite part.
Really? Okay.
I don't really
okay.
care for the whole dreamy stuff. I guess he's
Dreamy
supposed to be
things.
like Freddy, right?
I would assume so.
But yeah, he didn't really give me a Freddy vibe. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of them are kind of
That's-
loosely based on like horror
movie
movies that we grew up
tropes,
on.
yeah.
Like you got Freddy, you got Jason,
Yeah.
you got
Yeah.
It's pretty entertaining.
It is very entertaining. I actually really liked at the back of this one where I think it's Kyle Starks is listing his favorite horror
He
comedy.
does, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
and so I was
that
going.
wasn't in mine.
I was going through the checklist. I believe it or not, I'm pretty sure I have seen over half of those that are on.
I've
his
seen at
list.
least half, maybe more than
Yeah,
half. I've
I'm
seen
pretty
most.
sure I've seen more than half as well.
And he did say he was trying to come up with ones that were a little more obscure. I thought these weren't that obscure.
I agree, but I was there was a couple though. I may have to take a picture or something though, and
yeah,
that
there's
way I
a
could
few I
look 'em
should
up.
check out.
because I'm not a big horror movie fan, but I do admit the horror comedy.
Well, I saw Bubba Hotep,
I've seen
but
that.
I didn't really like it.
I
But
couldn't
people
get
act like
through
it's
it.
really good, so I almost
I
need to
tried
go
to
back.
watch it and I couldn't do it.
I've watched it. I'm with you. I think for me, Bubba Hotep was built up a little much because all these people before I saw it. Unfortunately, the
Everybody
only
was
reason I
talking
watched
about
it
it,
was
yeah.
because there was a lot of buzz going on saying that this was so good. It had
Yeah.
Bruce Campbell in it, and I think my expectations definitely fairly high for what was really a very very independent feeling type of film.
What's funny, there was that one book he did that was like it was the basketball with the guy, the
gosh.
basketball player one, that Kyle
Yes.
Starks did. He had a list of movies in the back of that one too. Maybe they were sports movies. He likes his.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. Well, you know what's funny, with that whole horror comedy. Well,
They're funny?
Well,
No pun intended?
no pun intended. Yeah, no, but I Hate This Place. I feel like that really fell into a bit of a horror comedy aspect. There's a lot of action in there, but there were some parts through that
Oh,
that
yeah,
I found
totally.
very funny. In that one,
I
and,
feel
and
like-
honestly, I liked I Hate This Place better than this.
Oh, really? I like this better.
But I like this concept, and I like a lot of.
Is it the
what's
same
in there.
team? Was it Peter Kowalski? I hate this.
What is that? I don't. Oh,
I Hate This
I think
Place.
it was
The
a
one where they
different
lived.
sort of remember that.
Yeah, where they lived in that cabin in the woods with the aliens and all sorts of other crap
Did
around.
that end?
Yes.
Just stop.
No, it
I
didn't.
felt like it wrapped
Yeah,
up
it wrapped
fairly
up.
well.
Yeah, Kyle Starks definitely has his voice, and that's kind of that.
He does.
That voice.
He does. But what about the one guy who God dang, what kind of he was the holiday killer? Or
Oh
something
yeah.
Oh,
like
yeah.
That's what I was, that
And
guy
It's
was
like,
funny.
you want
The
me to
Mother's-
kill in May? I guess I could do Mother's Day,
Yeah.
Arbor Day. What am I
Do
supposed
I
to do?
dress up like a mother and kill people, or do I kill mothers? That was
What should I do? I'm working here. Creativity is hard. Yeah, that guy was hilarious.
Yeah, that one was pretty good.
Cool. All right. Do you have anything, Don? You didn't say too much.
No.
All right.